I just found out my wife had an emotional affair. How do I navigate this? Well, here I am making a post that I never thought I would. My wife and I are super close. For the longest time I thought we were really transparent with each other. We share passwords, bank accounts, cars, etc. One day after work, I decided to list some stuff for sale online. So I logged into my wife's laptop, detachable with a camera, and started taking pics of items. As I was uploading pics and editing item descriptions, she received a message on Discord. It said, "Are you okay? I miss you." A chill ran down my spine, and I clicked on the message. What I found was nothing short of an emotional affair. For the past 5 years, my wife has been messaging this person in ways that I thought she only spoke to me. She referred to me as a friend in the messages, never said my name, and told this man that she loved him. 3 of the 5 years that she messaged him we were dating, 2 of the we spent married. In the first 3 years of messages she told him all sorts of things. She asked when he'd finally come to visit, asked if he was real. She told him that she loved him over and over. This went on until the end of 2021. We married around October 21st. He told her he loved her too. It wasn't just dirty/romantic things, it was also everyday things. I remember during our dating that she'd ask me for advice and consulted him on my advice. After we got married, she continued to talk to this man. She sent him pictures of our car, pet, belongings, and claimed they were all hers and could be theirs. She spoke to him during work and late at nights. She stopped responding to him in April of this year, but he kept sending messages. She was still at work when I discovered all of this. So I printed out the messages and waited for her to get home. She got home, I confronted her and she told me the truth. I asked her if she cheated on me in any of the time that we were together. She got slightly offended and said no. I asked again, she denied. So I pulled out the screenshots. She was in shock. So I asked her again, she said she did. I asked her if she ever had sex with this man or anyone else, she said no. I asked if she ever met him, she said no. I asked if she really planned on it, she said no. She said all this started because she was really into role-playing at the time. And gets too emotional when texting someone like that. I told her I know, I could feel the emotions in their exchanges. I asked if she meant anything, she said no, and then she began to cry. She said she wasn't thinking, she was stupid. She apologized. It wasn't a full body nude, just a lifting of the shirt. I was crying and shaking when confronting my wife. She was hanging her head in shame and crying as well. I told her that what she did was infidelity, specifically an emotional affair. I told her that she broke my trust. I told her that it'll take time to regain it, and from that day forward I want nothing but transparency. She apologized again and said she'd be truthful from now on. The answers she gave me were going to determine what I did next. I was not angry or frustrated. I was in a state of shock, disbelief, and sadness. While I waited for my wife to get home, I put in my clothes, got my pet, and was prepared to leave for my parents' house. After receiving her answers, I decided to stay. I don't want to give up on us. I told her I never want to see his name again, and I don't want her talking to another man the way she did with him. She said it was the only thing she hid from me. She then deleted the text history and blocked the man at my request. This was all last night. I'm sitting here this morning wondering if my response was correct. Had she done anything more, I was prepared to leave. How would one navigate this? Comment. 5 solid years of daily lying and denial up until shown proof. Then tears about getting caught, and tearful apologies that are only given because they got caught. How do you believe someone who's been lying to you every day for your whole relationship? I don't think I could do it. I agree. I would totally rather face my wife after if a single drunken hookup with someone she didn't know and would never see again than face her after exposing a 5-year emotional affair where she was telling someone she loved them, and I was just a friend. The first would break my trust in her when she's not sober. The second would break my trust in her and in everything we've built together since the beginning of our relationship. Everything we had would be a lie. You think dude wouldn't take the opportunity to come get some from this super desperate chick? Either he thinks she's an easy target or he's really in love. Either way, he's going to find a way to meet up. If he was real. This chick is having an emotional affair with a catfish. Doesn't discount that she thought he was real, but it's kinda ironic. Your wife made a really, really big mistake. But only you know if the relationship is worth it. People do make mistakes, and I honestly think it's more about how unfulfilled your girlfriend must be if she's seeking validation outside of your relationship. You guys need to have a tough conversation on why she did this and how she can be better. It might not even about you, though it could be. Your girlfriend could be dissatisfied with herself and her life in general. People are not self-aware enough and often go to the things that offer the highest dopamine reward as a cure for their unhappiness. But this is about what you can forgive. Sometimes it takes time to figure that out. If she does the work, you will have to forgive and move on if that's what you decide to do. Can you do that? I'm sorry to hear what you went through, and I hope Op reads your story, as well as my own similar experience. I received a random message request from a stranger one day on Messenger. It was a girl from another country telling me that my GF of 3 years had been having an emotional affair with her BF. She sent screenshots of the Discord convos, and it was just like Op's story, talks of being in love with each other, wanting to ditch their current lives to meet and start a new life together, etc. I confronted my GF, and of course I got all the crying, regretful words, begging for forgiveness, promises that she'd never do it again, we were soulmates, etc. Being naive and in love, I believed her and we decided to work on it. We did couples counseling, got a house together, got engaged, the whole lot. 4 years later, she had an affair with a mutual friend. She hid/lied/deceived me about it on an unreal scale for at least a month, probably longer, and suddenly gave me back the ring one night and told me she didn't love me anymore. Found out later she moved in with her affair partner the same night she gave me the ring back, and that she only made the decision because a few of our mutual friends with consciences found out about the affair and gave her an ultimatum to come clean with me. Moral of our stories is that people who have affairs and lie about them with no kind of remorse/guilt, until they are exposed, have shown their true colors, and don't change. The next time the opportunity presents itself for another affair, they'll take it, or if they are feeling the relationship is lacking, they will look for external solutions rather than addressing the issues within the relationship. Next story 2. Girlfriend gave me options then got annoyed when I chose one of them. I have been with my partner for 2 years and we live together. Last night we had laundry in the washing machine. When the washing machine finished we were about to start cooking. My GF asked if I would rather cook or hang the laundry up. I told her I'd start cooking. She seemed to get annoyed and answered sarcastically, well, I guess I have to hang the laundry up then. I asked what was wrong and she ignored me. I asked why she bothered giving me a chassis if she clearly wanted me to hang the laundry up, and she just said that I could have picked the more annoying job. I just asked again why she gave me a choice if she was going to get annoyed at my answer. She just said that Sickney, I enjoy cooking, it's not fair that I got something I enjoyed whereas she doesn't like hanging laundry up. I just told her yet again that she was the one who gave me a choice, and if she wasn't going to like me picking one of the options then she shouldn't have gave the choice. She said I could have hung the laundry up. Sickney, she had been out at work all day. I work from home so I had still been at work, but she told me not to do the laundry until she got back because she had more things to put into it, otherwise I'd have done it myself during the day. She just repeated it was selfish of me to choose something I enjoy and leave her to do the laundry. How would you handle this? Comment. I acknowledge that you're upset, but I want to be clear about my expectations. Your method of giving me what amounted to a trick question is not respectful communication, and I'm not going to live with game playing or manipulation in my life. If you see a future with me, then we need to work out a method of communication that works for both of us. This is a very high-stakes way to have a what could be just a normal, casual conversation about feelings. I would 100% guarantee this escalates into something ugly. Why not just, "Hey, what happened the other night? I was trying to be helpful and when I chose to cook you seemed upset with me. I felt like there were no good options. What can we do differently here? I don't think they and I'm not going to live with game playing or manipulation and they if you see a future part aren't necessary." If it's the first time he's had this conversation, then the if you see a future part adds a lot of unnecessary weight to it. Makes it a lot more serious than it has to be. And I think the game playing / manipulation part again is just unnecessary because it would just make it feel like she's being attacked. I'm not saying coddle her, but maybe it could hurt her ego / add complications to the argument when those words don't really add anything substantial to the argument.